What is going on, heroes of Middle Earth? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the free-to-play account. You can see we've done a little bit of play this morning, but we are up to level 38, and our arena placement, we're still unranked. However, we have moved up a couple thousand spots. We're at the 3,200 mark, there or thereabout. I just want to start off by first thanking those of you who watched the last video about the free-to-play account, and especially big thanks to those who commented and shared their thoughts on how it should proceed. And what I've decided to do is stick with this account. I'm working with EA to get it shifted over to an iOS device so that I can not be tied to my computer and take it with me. And that way I can, while I'm playing it more casually, I will be playing it a lot more often. So I will be able to grind this character, or this account up rather, much more quickly. So right now, if you remember, we started off kind of inverse to what I recommend as being the optimal farming strategy. We went dark side or shadow side first, because originally it was to be different than my main account. However, it's a bad idea. Not that Isengard or any of the others are bad, but Isengard's really your only early game farmable dark side team, and while they're pretty good, you really don't get your main damage dealer until you have your light side able to complete, I think, 4-9 in the hard nodes. So until that point, they're kind of mid-tier. I would say probably C, B minus, somewhere in that ballpark. So what we've done over the last couple of days, we've started farming up our light side again, started gearing them all up. They were all green just a day or so ago. Now we're into gear 5. I'm hoping to get them into gear 6 by the end of the week. Well, the next week. So not this week because it's already the end of the week, but you know what I mean. Within a week, I'm hoping to have them all either 2 or 3 stars with gear 6 or 7. I think that would be the best possible thing. And we are going to slowly kind of work on our dark side, specifically Ironhide. And we're going to kind of rely on him to carry our dark side team in the campaign node. We're also going to continue to work up Wubate. I don't know how you say that. I don't know if there's any consensus. If anybody knows, put the phonetic spelling down in the comments below for me. That would be very handy. As far as my gearing strategy, I've had some questions on that. I'm going to be posting that in an updated video for the farming guide, because it kind of goes hand in hand with that. But the long and the short of it, it depends on your current need, and it depends on who you're building. If you're following the farming guide, I'm a big fan. Lady Eowyn was my first gear 8, and really, I focus a lot on her Shield Maiden of Rohan, and I focus a lot on her Steward of Edoras. The others, Break the Cage is very handy when you're going up against Ironhide, or anyone who can really put the hurt on you. It's got a relatively quick cooldown at 4 stars or 4 turns, and she just does a decent amount of damage with it. It's just super useful. I mean, you can block Ironhide from essentially doing 6,000 damage or more to your team every 4 turns, which is very handy. So it coincides really well with his kind of laying, getting right in the middle of both of his AoEs, basically every time his AoEs come online. So it's really handy. It's very useful in slowing him down. What else? We're working on Arena. I may have already talked about that. I don't know. But anyway, we're at 3,200. We've climbed up about 2,000 spots, and we're planning on getting up into silver by the end of the year. So if you're interested in that, be sure you subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, yada, yada, yada. We aren't working on elves right now. I know I've got Arwen, and I have been playing around with Naramiri, working on getting her up so that we can test her out for a heal, the healer in my group, but we haven't quite gotten her there yet. We're working on it. That's something that's a little different, and that was commented on my free-to-play farming guide video, which again, if you haven't watched it, I'll post it up in the top right now, and I will put it link down in the description. Just a reminder, it is an ever-changing thing. We're going to be making it into a series. Anytime a character comes out that could disrupt the path, we will talk about it, and we'll see how they fit in, assuming that I can whale whale hard enough to get them up to that point. But we will see. I won't whale on everybody, but we'll do our best. But right now, this is where we stand. Shifting focus over to the Rohan team and what we're doing with the free-to-play farming guide. And we're still slowly bringing up our Isengard team. And once we unlock Ozok, or where is he at? Yeah, him. Once we unlock him, that team changes dramatically. They get far more potent. And we're still passively working on Halbrad. Now, Halbrad, I had a couple of comments about how he's not really free-to-play accessible because it takes at least 3 weeks to get him. It's going to take you longer than 3 weeks. Remember, and I've said this before, these games aren't built on the order of weeks to months. They're months to years to decades. Maybe. We don't know yet. This is all a slow race. And what's really great about being a free-to-play player is you can enjoy all of those unlocks. So you can work hard, you can casually do stuff. So as you're leveling up your characters, you can progress into higher and higher content, rather than just going, okay, well, I want to do this, boom, paid money, now I've done it, I'm done, I'm out. That's not that exciting, if I'm being honest. But as a free-to-play player, you can experience all of this, and yes, it's a whole lot slower, and yes, you're going to be in silver and gold. If you want to be higher, unfortunately, you're going to have to probably pay a little bit. Now, if you're going to go that route, buy Halbrad, buy his shard. Right now, he is arguably the best payable character, especially for people who are wanting to put a lot of money into the game. As far as his heals and his tank, I mean, he's the healthiest character I think that we have in the game right now. So he's really good. Once Elrond comes out, that may change as far as his heal effectiveness and all that. But anyway, he's a great buy if you have a little bit of cash laying around and you want to dramatically increase your standing in arena. I would say you could probably, with the purchase of Halbrad, if you're hanging out in bronze or silver, you could probably go up at least one league and be able to hold. Let's see here. Who's on these teams? Yeah, no Halbrad down here. So he's definitely worth it from that standpoint. I'm not saying you need to go out and buy it. That's the exact opposite of what I made this account for. You won't need to, but if you're that type of person who needs a little bit more of an instant gratification, that's probably going to be your best bet. But yeah, so we're going to stick to the farming guide, and we are going to climb in arena. We're going to be into silver before you know it. And yeah, it's going to be a fun ride. As far as video upload schedule for this account, it's going to be probably once or twice a week if we do that, because remember, there's not a whole lot going on in the game. So just know, and if you've made it this far in the video, just know that we are going to be following that farming guide to a T from this point on. I'm going to work on getting levels, recommended levels, recommended gear, and all of that put in there as well. So if you get to gear or level 40, you should be working on this. But that's going to be different for everybody depending on when they hop into the game. So it's going to be based off of what we experience on this account. And yeah, I look forward to keep making these videos for you guys. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic time farming your characters. If you're free to play right now, biggest tip, don't go for Elrond. Prep for the next meta, which hopefully I'm hoping for a Nazgul meta. That'd be awesome. Witch King, they were super strong in the pre-game or pre-release, so I'm hoping for it, and I think it'll be really cool. At any rate, enjoy your farms. Remember, if you liked what you saw here or you found anything informative, please drop a like, leave a comment, hit the sub button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.